Hi everyone, welcome to the Stay Healthy at Home webinar series. Today's topic is called You're Hired, Preparing for Post-COVID Employment. So this is week 11 of our Stay Healthy at Home webinar series. My name is Kelly Mulvaney, and I am a Training and Technical Assistance Coordinator of the New Jersey Self-Advocacy Project. The New Jersey Self-Advocacy Project has been a division-funded program of the ARC of New Jersey since 1983. NJSAP supports the state's largest network of individual self-advocates and self-advocacy groups. The NJSAP provides comprehensive training and resources to self-advocates, direct support professionals, and agency personnel. We have partnered with the Healthy Lifestyles Project, which is a program teaching students and adults with intellectual and developmental disabilities about living a healthy life. And we do videos on Healthy Lifestyle Project on our social media. If you'd like to check it out, you can go to our Instagram or our Facebook page, even our YouTube channel. And if you'd like to have a training on this at your agency, you can just reach out to me or someone else from the New Jersey Self-Advocacy Project, and we'll be able to do a training for you. Throughout the webinar, you can place any questions or comments that you may have in the questions box that you see here. You'll see it on your control panel on the right. If you have any questions throughout, you can just type them here and I'll answer them at the end. So I wanted to share some research about the current unemployment rate with you. More than 36 million Americans filed for unemployment benefits between March 15th and May 8th. The unemployment rate in April was 14.7%. More than 20 million jobs were lost in April. To put this into perspective, unemployment during the Great Depression was around 25%. Of those who lost jobs last month, 78% reported that they were temporarily laid off. Becker-Friedman Institute at the University of Chicago estimates that many of the layoffs people expect to be temporarily will actually become permanent. Nicholas Bloom, an economics professor at Stanford University, says that something like 60% of employment reduction is going to be temporary and 40% is going to be permanent. Looking through history at previous recessions, often these temporary layoffs unfortunately turn out to be permanent. However, for every 10 jobs being lost because of the pandemic, there are 3 being created at companies like Walmart, Amazon, CVS, and Domino's. Going forward, there will likely be even more of a reallocation of jobs because of the pandemic, both on a short-term basis and a long-term basis. The US unemployment rate dropped to 13.3% in May of 2020 from the previous month's all-time high. The economy gradually reopened, so that is why some of the unemployment levels did drop, because places were able to reopen and jobs were able to be given back to some folks. So it's just important to look at all of these facts because many of us or people that we love have had their jobs affected by COVID-19. Today we will discuss how to enhance your resume, learn skills to practice gaining employment, jobs in high demand right now due to COVID-19, how to and where to job search, and what courses are available to gain new skills, knowledge, and certifications. Enhancing your resume is an easy and can be a fun way to clean up and clean out any information that you have that you might not need anymore. It's also important to make your contact information pop so that busy hiring managers can reach you easily. If you are sending it online, it may be helpful to include live links in your email address and relevant social media accounts. Including just one phone number and one email address will be great. And just eliminate giving your full mailing address, just your city, state, and zip will suffice. You want to make sure this information pop and that it is easy to read. You can consider removing the objective statement and write a concise career summary or professional profile that describes who you are and what you have to offer. The one time when an objective might still be in order is when your objective might not be clear from your work experience. So in that case, just use a clean and clear objective to clarify things. Your font should be clean and consistent. Your resume should present itself as professional and easy to read from top to bottom. The body text should be no smaller than 10 points. And headers should be about 14 to 16 point. Use capitalization, bold, and italics consistently, and be sure to make words and bullet points, make sure that they're aligned for proper formatting. And use keywords to grab your employer's attention. So keywords are Employers often skim over resumes quickly, so adding keywords is a great way to grab their attention. Some employers actually put resumes into a database that will sort through looking for specific words. So you'll want to add these specific words to your resume so that it gets picked out among all of the others. Keywords can be about you personally, your professional work goals, work history, and professional qualifications and accomplishments. Employers want to see your name, the languages that you know, the education you have received, your target job title, your current and previous job titles, places you might have volunteered, any licenses or skills relevant to the position, and any honors or awards relevant to the position. If you think that your resume looks unbalanced or inconsistent, you can try using resume templates. So Indeed offers many templates and resume builders to help you find the perfect resume setup. You can choose a template and enter your information, and you can always switch templates down the line if you don't like the way it ends up looking. Microsoft Office also gives you pages of templates to choose from. You can choose one that would make your previous experience shine and make your contact information pop. And resume.com is another great website with many templates on it to help you get started with building your resume. So if you've been wanting to build your resume or you've been needing a little help getting things formatted correctly, definitely check out one of these websites. They will give you a bunch of different templates that you can use. You can switch them up. You can even enter all of your information into a program and it'll build the resume for you. So there are really great resources that you can use now, and there's no excuse to have a really great looking resume. So pocket resumes are a great way to keep all of the information that you need for filling out a job application in one spot. Many applications ask for small details that may slip your mind, so instead of pulling out your phone or referring to someone who supports you, you can have all of these details at your fingertips. The New Jersey Self-Advocacy Project has made a pocket resume template that you can print out and use today. You can find it in the handout section on the GoToWebinar control panel. And just try your best to keep this pocket resume in a safe place so that you remember to use it and that you do not lose it. And the pocket resume is great because it has everything that you would need on it to fill out a job application, and it even has interview tips, such as be on time or 10 minutes early, dressing in business casual clothing, remember to be friendly and positive, enthusiastic and cooperative, and bring your ID cards with you. It's just a great way to have all your information in one place and get some tips. Practice applications are a great way to get familiar with information that employers may want to know about you. It's also good practice because some applications look different than others. Some are very detailed and long, some are shorter and more concise. You can practice filling out applications online or on paper. Many companies now have applications online. So if you aren't familiar with typing your information online and you wanted to apply to a place that only had applications online, I would suggest to do a few practice applications first. Just making sure that you have an idea of where you're inputting your information and how it's going to look. If you'd like to practice using pen and paper, you can print out PDF versions of the application and use them to practice. A really fun activity to do is to Google your favorite restaurant, store, organization, and practice on their employment application. So for example, some of you may love GameStop, and you can find their application by clicking here or utilizing the resources page with the online and printed practice applications as well. After learning how to fill out an application, you may want to brush up on your interview skills. Some basic interview questions that an employer may ask you are, tell me about yourself. What are your strengths and weaknesses? Why should we hire you? And why, or do you have any questions for me? So when they ask to tell me about yourself, you can define what you do as it relates to your job. Try to think about 3 to 5 past experiences that are relevant to the job at hand. And then you can try to list some strengths that you have that are relevant to this job. All of this will add up to the message that you want the interviewer to know about you when you leave. When an interviewer asks you, what are your strengths? You can kind of begin this before the interview even starts by identifying your 5 strengths and matching them up to the job requirements. So check out the job description and try to see if any of your strengths match up to what the job is looking for. What do you have to offer as an employer? Why should the employer choose you over someone else? So assessing your career achievements here, just talk about them, speak confidently about your strengths without overselling yourself. So just be confident, let people know what you've done, and utilize the job description to match up your strengths with traits that the job may be seeking. When asked about your weaknesses, I recommend that job candidates be upfront during their interviews and don't say that they have no weaknesses or that their weakness is that they work too hard. Instead, you may want to tell the hiring manager what you're working on and what you've done to build your skills in these areas. What is a strength that you have and someone may consider a weakness? For example, if you apply to a sales job, your weakness could be that you're not quick to close, that you really take a lot of time to listen to people before you just give them an answer, and you really make time to understand the customer's needs. This is actually a really good thing because salespeople should be good listeners and should listen to what the customer needs. So maybe it might seem like a weakness that they're not quick to close to some people, but to others it might seem like this is a good thing because they take a lot of pride and they care about their customers. Another example is if you applied to a very detail-oriented job, your weakness might be that you're a perfectionist. The hiring manager may need someone to pay close attention to these little details, so your weakness might be a strength for this job. Be sure to describe how you've already taken steps and made strides in strengthening your weaknesses, showing your ability and desire to constantly grow and learn. And the question, why should we hire you? Though the question, why should we hire you, seems like the focus is on you and your wants, it really is not. Your personal career goals are important, but this question is an opportunity to explain how you'll bring value to the company. To prepare, you can start by researching everything you can find about the business's agenda. You can read its website, its mission statement, any social media, company profiles, and recent news stories about the company. You can try to learn their goals. Try to explain here how your knowledge and experience will be useful to the company. Try to use a piece of information that you found during your research to really show how interested you are. When an employer asks, "Do you have any questions for me?" surprisingly, the most common answer is no. Not only is this the wrong answer, but it's a huge missed opportunity to find out more information about the company. It's important for you to ask questions about things relating to the job, the company, and the industry. So I'll give you a little scenario. Consider this. Two candidates are interviewing for a position. Jamie asks, "I was wondering about the benefits and when they would become effective. Also, what is the yearly vacation allowance? And does the company match the 401k plan?" Assuming this is the first interview, it may be premature to ask about benefits. This is a "what's in it for me" type question, and these questions can be interpreted as self-centered and a sign of your lack of interest for the job. The next candidate, Ryan, says, "No, I think you just about covered everything I wanted to know. I'm sure if I have more questions if I get the job." This is a very passive response that doesn't demonstrate interest or imagination. Once you get the job, if you do, it may be too late to ask these questions. So it's important to ask questions and learn about the company and the job's challenges when the employer asks about it. In some cases, the interviewer will be listening for these types of questions. The best questions will come as a result of listening to the questions that the interviewer asks you. So a good response to the interviewer asking, "Do you have any questions?" would be, "Yes, I do. From what you've been asking during the interview, it sounds like you have a problem with customer retention. Can you tell me a little bit more about the current situation and what the first challenges would be for the new person?" This answer shows interest in what the problem is and how you could be the possible solution. It also is an opportunity to get a sense of what will be expected if you were to get the job. Be prepared with a few questions that you could ask the interviewer before going into the interview. However, like I mentioned before, the best questions to ask are the ones that you have while the interviewer is talking to you. A mock interview is a practice job interview held with a professional career counselor, a friend, a support, a teacher, or even a family member. Anyone can be your mock interviewer as long as they have a list of related questions and can provide helpful feedback to you. A mock interview will help you practice your listening and answering skills, develop interview strategies, improve communication skills, and reduce stress before the actual interview. Attending mock interviews may reduce the nervousness you feel at an interview by recreating the environment. You become familiar with the setting and the types of questions that the interviewer may ask. So now I have a question for you. I want to know if you have ever participated in a mock interview. So I'm going to give you a poll, and you can go ahead and answer, yes, I was the person being interviewed. Yes, I was the person conducting the mock interview. Yes, I have been both the conductor and the interviewee. And no, I have not participated in a mock interview. So our highest answer is that yes, I have been both the conductor and the interviewee, which is awesome. We need more people who are willing to do both. Even being the interviewer can show how, even being the interviewee can show how an interviewee could act. So it's great that if you've been able to do both. It looks like 27% of people said that they were the person being interviewed, which is awesome. It's great to do this before you go out on a job interview to get some practice. And 19% said that they were the person conducting the interview. We also have 19% of people saying that they have not participated in a mock interview at all. So thank you so much for answering this poll. I just wanted to get an idea of where we all stood with mock interviews, and I am going to go ahead and talk a little bit more about how we can prepare for a mock interview. So dressing appropriately is very important. Your appearance is an important part of the interview, since professional attire can influence the hiring manager. For the in-person mock interviews, dress as if you were going to the real thing. And if your mock interview is over the phone or a video call, it's still a good idea to dress in professional attire so that you are in the right mindset to act professionally. Your interviewer should evaluate your professional dress as feedback to help you during the real thing. Try to mimic the interview setting. The goal is to start to feel comfortable in this setting. Feeling comfortable allows you to maintain your focus on your response and your interactions with the interviewer. For an in-person interview, sit at a table or a desk with your resume or portfolio on the table. For a phone or video interview, choose a quiet spot with good reception. It's a good idea to make sure your devices are fully charged so you can give your full attention and not have to be running off trying to find a charger. Make sure you choose the right interviewer. As I mentioned, you can choose a professional career counselor, a friend, a support, a teacher, a family member. Ideally, this person should just be someone who can give you feedback to assist you in the real interview. Bring your resume and other necessary information with you, just as you would for your real interview. It's a good idea to bring a few copies of your resume. You might want to bring your portfolio or cover letter or anything else that the interviewer may have asked to see. Take your time answering questions. A mock interview allows you the time to carefully consider the questions and form well thought out response. Research the company and review the company's website, media posts, news articles, and mission statements to try to get a better understanding of the company that you're applying for. Try to include the research that you found in your mock interview answers to show that you are interested in the company. Record it and review it. So you can record the mock interview. This will allow you to go back and look and listen to your responses and your body language. It may be a good idea to take notes while you watch the recording to assist you in the areas that you think you might need more work in. Watch for your facial expressions, hand gestures, and your posture. Listen for the tone, speed, and mood of the conversation. You can review it with the interviewer as well to gain feedback about how you can improve for your next interview. And here are some skills that you will need to be job ready. So time management, getting to work on time, reporting back to work from break on time, being social at appropriate times at work. Some interpersonal skills, just being respectful to others, items, and personal space, standing up for yourself. Stress management, the ability to handle stressful situations when they arise at work, managing your emotions. Hygiene, showering every day, wearing clean clothes, wearing appropriate work clothes, washing your hands after you use the bathroom. Problem-solving skills, like what to do if there's a problem. For example, what happens if your bus is late on the first day of work? Are you going to know what to do if this arises? I would recommend giving your boss a call, trying to let them know the ETA of when you will arrive so that they are aware and in open communication about what is going on. Willingness to learn and adaptability is another job-ready skill. We don't always know the best way to do things, and an ideal employee will listen and follow instructions, try new methods or techniques in order to complete the job. Inability to accept and adapt to change is important, like a new schedule or new hours or a new boss or new coworkers. Dealing with constructive criticism. This is something that you'll have to deal with at every job. Although your boss may be telling you to do something different than you may have imagined, it's important to take this constructive criticism in order to better the way that you work. When your boss is giving you constructive criticism, it's usually not because you're in trouble, it's just to help you learn and work more efficiently. And then environmental mobility accommodations. So if you need an accommodation, knowing the best way to ask, making sure your accommodations are being met. So nothing is wrong with asking for some help or just asking how you can get some help if you were to need it. So then we're going to talk about skills that are necessary post-COVID-19. The coronavirus has changed so much of our lives over the past few months, and it has impacted our jobs and even certain career fields dramatically. Some of the new skills that we are seeing rise as we shift due to COVID-19 are customer service, leadership, communication, and problem solving. This entire pandemic has tested our problem solving skills, and we have come out stronger. We need these skills in workplaces to handle issues and challenges more efficiently. We can see how badly we need customer service right now, as everyone is handling their business over the phone or the internet. Leadership and communication continue to be skills that are necessary to gaining employment, but hold true even more now. We need ambitious people to take charge and make the right decisions and communicate that to their employees. So although some of these skills were necessary before coronavirus, they're amplified now due to the virus and will probably be approached in a different way. Some jobs in high demand during and post COVID-19 are grocery stores and convenience stores. Some of the few places that remained open once the stay-at-home order was put out. Grocery stores got bombarded by customers trying to stock up on paper supplies, meats, dairy, and canned goods. Grocery stores needed to increase their hiring to cover more ground and make sure jobs were following the CDC guidelines. Convenience stores also started to see more shoppers because more people were avoiding the bigger crowds at larger grocery stores. We have cleaning company services have spiked since March. Many companies having their entire offices deeply cleaned once or many times. Cleaning will be done more often even after COVID-19 to ensure that everyone is kept healthy and safe. So cleaning companies are sure to keep having good business even after coronavirus. We also have delivery chains, that are in high demand right now. Truck drivers and shipping centers have a higher demand. Everyone is buying online, and shipping centers are being hit. They need to hire quick to ensure that people are getting the things that they need. Truck drivers are making sure that all of the right products are getting to grocery stores so that people can shop and can get the food that they need. So these jobs are very high in demand right now and will continue to be post COVID-19. So if you are looking for a job, maybe consider looking in one of these fields, because you might be able to find a job a little bit easier than if you were to look in a different field. So some of the companies that are hiring during and post COVID-19 are 7-Eleven. The company is hiring for people to stock shelves, clean stores, and meet a surge in mobile orders that is placed by using the 7NOW delivery app. Ace Hardware is also hiring, with 75% of Americans living within 15 minutes of an Ace Hardware store. Demands have been high during the coronavirus shutdown. The company and its independent retailers will be adding 30,000 positions, including a mix of full-time, part-time, and seasonal employees. Amazon is also hiring. It has resulted in a huge increase in online shopping as consumers hunker down and minimize their trips outdoors. So it's no surprise that Amazon announced a $2 pay increase for its US workers and a huge flood of Amazon jobs. CVS, the company says that prescription delivery is up by 300% in volume, and stores are filled with customers stocking up on health and medical supplies along with household goods. So to meet services needs, CVS is among one of the companies hiring tens of thousands of new employees, mix of full-time, part-time, and temporary jobs. Dollar Trees and Dollar Generals, these discount stores are seeing a surge in demand from shoppers too. This means that additional staff are required for managing cash registers, cleaning, stocking shelves, and handling warehouse responsibilities. As a result, the Dollar Tree and Dollar General are both hiring for positions across the US. Domino's is also hiring. They are ahead of the trend by introducing contactless delivery, but because of this, they needed to hire more staff. So they're expected to hire about 10,000 new people across the country for roles that include delivery drivers, pizza makers, and truck drivers. DoorDash is another one. The demand for food service deliveries from restaurants and grocery stores was growing before the coronavirus, and now it is even more. Now that they closed their dining rooms, many are keeping their kitchens running, so having these delivery services keeps these places alive by being able to sell takeout. So Grubhub and DoorDash are having trouble keeping up with the volume of orders, so they're always hiring. Lowe's has already 300,000 workers, but in response to the coronavirus, it plans on bringing an additional 30,000 extra pair of hands. These in-store positions are available across the US, including full-time, part-time, and seasonal jobs, plus overnight cleaning and stocking positions available for laid-off workers who need temporary employment. Lowe's is also hiring at its distribution centers. Target has been making moves to protect its employees in wake of the COVID-19 pandemic. This includes supplying face masks and gloves and committing to wages, bonuses, and paid leave. The company recently announced its $2 per wage boost for the frontline workers to be extended to May 30th. So they have not made an official hiring announcement, but there are currently over 9,000 positions across the country open. So now I want to know if you have searched for jobs during the stay-at-home order. So I'm going to give you a poll, and you can let me know if you search for jobs during the stay-at-home order. So you can say yes, that you have actively been searching, yes, that you have obtained a job since the stay-at-home order, you browse for jobs here and there, or no, you have not searched for jobs at all. So we have a lot of different results coming to us here. We'll start off with the 42%. 42% of people have not searched for jobs during the stay-at-home order. We have 29% of people browse for jobs here and there. 13% have obtained a job since the stay-at-home order, and 17% are actively searching. So if anyone who is actively searching or who has obtained a job would like to give any input or feedback about what it's like to job search right now during this time, feel free to give any feedback in the questions, and I'll share that with the group at the end. I think a lot of people tend to browse here and there for jobs, just kind of seeing what other opportunities are out there. And it's always great to see what other opportunities are out there. And then a big chunk of people have not searched for jobs. This could be because people are comfortable in the job that they're currently in. It could be that certain people had to file for unemployment, or it could be that this is just not the right time to search for a job for them. So thank you so much for participating in this poll. It's just a great idea to get a feel for how many people are job searching and who is looking for a job. The state of New Jersey COVID-19 jobs and hiring portal is a portal made to assist those who lost their job, lost hours, or need a job during the pandemic. You can search by industry, location, and more. And there are currently 53,000 jobs posted in 1,000 companies. Jobs range from cashier, stock clerk, sales associate, dishwasher, to certified nursing assistant, commercial driver, and customer service. This website also allows employers to submit their information with urgent hiring needs related to COVID-19. And this is great because this is all of the jobs in New Jersey. We also have USAJOBS, which is a federal government hiring across a wide range of career fields to help as a response to the coronavirus national emergency. These mission-critical jobs will have a direct impact on the American people and the government's response to COVID-19. So on this workplace, you can sort through jobs using hiring path, pay, department and agency, location, work schedule, security clearance, and travel percentage. So these jobs are jobs that are going to impact us. It's going to be a response to COVID, and their jobs are going to be across all of the United States of America. So just make sure that you are only searching for New Jersey or wherever is around you. That's why the state of NJ COVID jobs and hiring portal is nice, because it's all New Jersey. Indeed is another great site. It's the #1 job site in the world with over 25 million unique visitors. Indeed strives to put their job seekers first, giving them access to search for jobs, post their resumes, and research companies. They connect millions of people to new opportunities every day. And they also have a career guide blog, which holds many articles of information about how to find a job, how to maintain a job, how to make your resume, cover letter, how to start a new job, how to talk pay and salary, career development, and even hygiene. So Indeed is keeping up with the times by putting out articles about how to work from home efficiently and how to manage home and work life while working from home. Contact Tracer is a job opportunity right now. If you are interested in supporting New Jersey's efforts for contact tracking, then you can complete a form to let them know that you are interested. New Jersey is fully committed to contact tracking to ensure the health and safety of everyone. They work 7 days a week. They begin open at 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. And as Phil Murphy begins to roll out his 6-point reopening strategy, there is a strong need for more contact trackers. As people begin to make more contact with each other, we must have contact trackers to identify those who came in contact with anyone who has the coronavirus. This work can be paid work or it can be done on a volunteer basis. And this work would not exceed 35 hours per week. Before beginning this work, there is a 12-part course that you would be required to complete, and health officials recommend having 15 to 81 persons engaged in contact tracking for every 100,000 residents. That can mean anywhere between 1,300 all the way up to over 7,000 people to take on this work. So if this is something that you're interested in, you can click on the register here link and it will bring you to the form where you can fill out your information and let them know that you're interested in helping them be a contact tracker. And this was just a great job because it's another one in response to COVID-19. If we are at home right now and we're looking for something to do, this is a great way to make some extra money and help out our fellow Americans stay healthy. So consider this. There is something to be said about a person who wants to improve themselves and increase their knowledge. Learning is a lifelong journey. You can engage yourself in a course of your choice to enhance your knowledge and skills, and it helps to prepare you for new jobs. It can enhance your employability. It aids in networking, and it can further your education and offer insights into information that you have previously knew nothing or little about. Even if these courses don't yield a new job, it is sure to help you advance in your career in years to come. So I have a question. Has anyone taken a course to enhance their knowledge or skills? So just like a class online, or you could have went to a certain class or program just to help you enhance or give you any new knowledge and skills. It doesn't have to be directly related to your job, but just interested in knowing if anyone has taken a course. So you can answer with yes, I have, no, I have not, or no, but I would like to. So it looks like we have a big chunk of people, 70%, said that they have taken a course to enhance their knowledge and skills. 13% said no, they have not, and 17% said that no, they would like to. So from this, it looks to me that most people in here like to enhance their knowledge and skills. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys a little bit about some courses that are available right now. So right now we have Harvard online courses. They offer many different courses that are free. So some of these courses go into a little bit more detail than others. In the Intro to Game Development, you'll learn how to understand video games. You'll explore the design of childhood games such as Super Mario Bros., Flappy Bird, Breakout, Match 3, Legend of Zelda, Angry Birds, Pokemon, and so on. You'll do this by lectures and hands-on projects, and the course will explore principles of 2D and 3D graphics, animation, sound, and collision detection using framework like Unity and Love 2D. So if this sounds interesting to you, you can go ahead and look at the Harvard online courses. These are free courses, and it depends which one you pick. Certain ones go on for a little bit longer than others. Some are for a month, some are for a few months, some are for a few weeks. We also have an introduction to computer science, financial stewardship webinar, which is an intro to accounting and financial statements, religious literacy, traditions and scripts. The study of religion is the study of a rich and fascinating dimension of human experience that includes but goes well beyond beliefs and ritual practices. In this religion course, learners will explore case studies about how religion is internally diverse and how they evolve and change through time. So if this is something that interests you, you might want to look into this class that they offer. They also have classes on religion, conflict, and peace. They have Buddhism through its scriptures, and citizen politics in America. So in that one, you will learn the theory and practice of polling, the nature of today's Republican and Democratic parties, how the US election differs from the other democracies, key points of the 2016 Clinton-Trump race, and why social movements succeed or fail. So those are the Harvard online courses, and that's just a few of them. Just wanted to highlight a few. There's many more on there, and you can find this website on the resources page at the end. We also have COURSERA, which is another great online course website. These courses listed are under 8 hours, so you can finish them in a day, or you can work on them an hour a day and space them out for about a week. So they have the Introduction to Food and Health by Stanford University. In this course, learners will be given information and practical skills they need to begin optimizing the way they eat. This course will shift the focus away from reductionist discussions about nutrients and move toward practical discussions about real food and the environment in which we consume it. By the end of this course, learners should have the tools they need to distinguish between foods that will support their health and those that will threaten it. So if that sounds like something that you've been wanting to learn about, you wanted to take some time and work on this, it might be a good idea to do this less than 8-hour course. It'll give you a great idea of what kind of knowledge that you might need for this if you did want to go into a deeper, longer course. They also have feminism and social justice. They have understanding obesity and diabetes, the essential facts. So Coursera also has a bunch of other options that aren't under 8 hours if you're looking for something that will take up your time each week for a few months. You can look into some of these courses. The Science of Well-Being is a course offered by Yale University. In this course, you will engage in a series of challenges designed to increase your own happiness and build more productive habits. As preparation for these tasks, Professor Laurie Santos reveals misconceptions about happiness, annoying features of the mind that lead us to think the way we do, and research that can help change us. You will ultimately feel prepared to successfully incorporate specific wellness activities into your life. I actually took this course while we were in our stay-at-home order, and I feel like it really taught me a lot and helped me to stay happy and healthy, and also gave me a routine while we were on the stay-at-home order. They also have Learning How to Learn, powerful mental tools to help you master tough subjects, Seeing Through Photographs, Introduction to Game Design, Greek and Roman mythology. They also have teamwork skills, communicating effectively in groups, and this will talk about how to how group communication is essential for professional and personal success. In this course, you'll learn to make better decisions, be more creative and innovative, manage your conflict and work with difficult group members, negotiate for preferred outcomes, improve group communication, and develop a better understanding of human interaction. So all of these courses that I have talked about are free. So if any of these interest you, definitely head over to the resources slide at the end of this presentation, and you can go ahead and click to learn more about these courses and see if there's something you want to enroll in. We also have disability inclusive courses, disability awareness and support. This course is to promote equal opportunity and the full participation of students with disabilities in higher education by helping participants advance their awareness of the meaning of accessibility in education. We also have able-minded, mental health, and people with intellectual disabilities. Through My Eyes. We have Education for All. In this course, you'll learn about inclusive education, understanding what barriers there are to learning and how to challenge them. In over 6 weeks, you will learn from a range of people with experiences of disabilities, discovering practical ways to create more inclusive learning environment. And there's also the Global Health and Disability course. So if any of that seems like something that you would like to do, definitely check out the disability inclusive courses. I'm not sure if all of these are free or not. I believe most of them are. You can use the site at on the resources page to check out more information. So all in all, it's just important that you're confident and that you be yourself while you do go out and search for these jobs. Getting a job is super important. You want to be at a place where you feel comfortable and respected. So it's important that you put on your best face so that your company will also support and respect you. So be yourself, be confident, speak about your strengths, be clear and transparent about your weaknesses, and you will be able to obtain and maintain employment that you love. So thank you all so much for tuning in today. I'm going to go over any questions now, and I will leave this page up for anyone who would like to reach out to me or find us on social media. So we have a question from Paul. Is there any increase in job percentages in the state of New Jersey? I'm not sure specifically if New Jersey has increased more than any other states, but I know that other states have opened up more this month, so they have a little bit more jobs coming to them in other states, but I'm not sure exactly about the state of New Jersey. So Julia wrote that her job coach left the company. You don't know how to get help with new employment, and she was the company's only job coach. So I'm not exactly sure what company you are working with, but I would definitely ask them what they can do about helping you get a new job coach, whether you can ask them if they'll be hiring a new one and you'll be working with the new job coach, or if you should look elsewhere for one. If you have a support coordinator, I would recommend bringing that up to them as well, and they might be able to help you get in touch with a new job coach. We have Paul saying that obtaining a job is very serious because researching for a job is a part of who you are as a person, and it will like to know you more, very effective, which is very true. It's definitely serious. You want to make sure that you're searching for the right job. So Julia said that she has registered to be a contact tracer, and when will she hear back? I actually don't know the answer to that question. I did try to look for the answer, and I didn't really get anything positive. So I think it's kind of just a waiting game. I would give it a week or so, and if you don't hear back from them, maybe reach out and email someone at who works at the organization to try to see if they're still looking for contact tracers, or if they've or unless they need anyone else, and just let them know that you're very interested, and if another position opens up, you'd be more than happy to help out. April wrote, does anyone know if there is any place to obtain a free or low-cost laptop or computer? I am not sure if there's anywhere that has laptops or computers on a discounted price. If anyone else knows any information, I'd welcome you to share this and we can give that information to April. I'm not too sure. We have Julia saying that Coursera has been a big one, and that is very true. Coursera has played a huge role since the stay-at-home order. I've been seeing their advertisements everywhere because a lot of people are getting fidgety and they want to learn more skills and knowledge to enhance themselves. Can you take a Coursera class that has already started? I believe that you can jump in late. I don't think you can jump in like if it's about to be done, the class, but if it's just started maybe a week or so into it, I do believe that you can jump in. And most of the classes give you a guideline of what should be done in the weeks, but you can kind of go at your own pace. And then Julia asked, are all of the slides in the handout? All of the slides that I went over today will be in the handout. For the courses for the people with disabilities, could I help out? That's a great question. If you are asking if you could like help present or help be the person to do the training or the course, that would be awesome. You would definitely have to contact whoever is doing the course. Maybe they would be able to help out by adding in certain things that you would like to offer, certain things that you'd like to teach or say, but that would depend on the person offering the course. We have James Keegan who said, seems DDD is not approving paying for laptops, tablets through their goods and service option, looking for other options. Okay, awesome. Thank you so much for answering that question. If we find anything else about that, April, we can reach out to you and let you know. And Paul? Yes, to teach and present will be great. Okay, so if you if any of those courses spoke out to you, you can try to contact the person or the school who made the course and see if they'd like to talk to you and compare notes or compare education and maybe get you to help out. That looks like all the questions I have here. Again, my information is up on the computer if you needed to reach out to me. If you have any other questions that come up later, please feel free to do so. You can also check out our Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram. We post videos every day of the week. And here are all of the resources that we use for this presentation. Thank you all so much for joining. We will be back next Tuesday at 2 for another Stay Healthy at Home webinar. Have a great day.